Okay, this has been a long time coming as a Madrid fan, and I've talked to Adam and Oscar about this. They've told me I should have done a video a while ago, but now that the season's done, it's time to do a video now. So I've made a little list of what I'm going to talk about just so I don't forget, so it makes sense one after the other. We'll start off with what's happened recently. We're going to talk about the Bayern game first. Everybody's talking about the Camavinga red card. And you know what? It's football. It's football. Referees make mistakes. Okay? It is what it is. At the end of the day, the better team won. We should have taken our chances. End of, bro. Like, we can talk about the red card and how it stuffed over the game. And it did stuff over the game. But we lost. And there's been so many calls in favor of us in the past years that this is a long time coming. So yeah, that's all really pretty much I've got to say. It's gutting though, because our players played our heart out, bar one, which I will talk about very thoroughly. I think you guys all know who. I also did not like how we went up to the ref and just started abusing him at the end of the game, which is pretty stupid in my opinion. Just move on. Just move on. We were horrible. That was our best game this year, believe it or not. We played with all of us with heart. Apart from one, all of us with heart. So that's why it was heartbreaking for me, because I was like, damn, we did have it in us, but it took us, arguably our last game of the season, to do it. And it's just unacceptable. We need to be with that all the time. And these players need to be held accountable. So yeah. But shout out to Bayern, they were very good. Very good, so yeah. Next on the list, I said it's unacceptable to be trophyless twice. The last time we went trophyless was last season. We won the Super Cup, it doesn't really count. And then 2020 was the down, we were trophyless. And then 2009, when we signed Ronaldo. I searched it up because I wasn't too sure. But that is unacceptable. I can't, that's disgusting. With the talent we have on our team, and they're worth billions, the whole squad, billions, and we don't win a trophy. With the signing of Mbappe, with Trent, with Huijsen, it's just a joke. We didn't even want to look up. This whole season has been so frustrating. I didn't think it could get worse than last season, but it actually has. Somehow it has. It's just been a mess from start to finish. And it's just, we had some great moments, but we've had some absolutely shocking moments. And I just can't deal with it. It's just too much. To the point where I actually don't want to watch my team play because of how frustrating it is. We can't build out of a press. All these insane players, and we can't build out of a press. Now, I don't know whose fault that is exactly, or if it's how Arblo is set up, or maybe our players, but we never used to be that team, and there's been some pieces missing. I'll go into that later, but it's just a joke. A team of our caliber just getting dogged around, bro. It's just so infuriating to see. I reckon, it's just, yeah. My next point, I could go on. My next point is Papa Perez. I love Papa Perez. Just because he has made some great signings over the years. He's gotten them for dirt cheap. We'll move on. I'll cut that bit out. Yeah. And he's given us so much. And he's given us the best players in the world. But this man puts players here in the hierarchy, himself up here, and the coaches here. That is already a big mistake. And that is what the biggest mistake in this past 2 years that Perez has made. Is giving the players power over the coaches. And we've seen it. And I'm going to go into it. We're going to go into it very soon when I talk about all the players. But it's just ridiculous. The fact that Xabi Alonso went out was because of some individuals not liking him. Arbeloa, lucky the players like him, because I guarantee you, if the players didn't like him, he's gone. That is not on. It should be up to the owners or some other, like, I understand the play should have some effect, but it's just way too much. And you can see it on the way they hold themselves on the pitch. They just think they're too good. And this is not the Madrid I know. It's just so frustrating to watch. And with that being said, some people don't understand the weight of this badge. Yes, they've won trophies. That's awesome. And they've helped us so much win trophies. But they need to continue to win trophies. In and out. And they don't care. They're just like, well, whatever, we'll just try and win it next year. But they don't. It's been 2 years now. Now, I know other clubs have waited for 2 years, and maybe my brain's fried from supporting Madrid. And throughout the 2010s, all we did was win. But that's all I ever known to be Madrid. Just winners. At least win something. Be the best at something. And they just do not want to do it. And 2 seasons in a row this has happened. Not just one. One is okay. Because sometimes it happens. 2 in a row is not on. Not on. Especially for a team of our caliber. A club of our caliber. It's just ridiculous. And yeah, I'm not going to name play. I'll name them very soon, actually. Actually, I'm going to get into it right now. So we're going to start from the goalkeepers, and we're going to get into the players that I think I would want to keep and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about the fan base as well. The fan base is pathetic. All right, keeper, Courtois. Obviously, that's probably arguably been our most valuable player in the past 4 years. I mean, he single-handedly wins us games. In my opinion, the GOAT of shot stopping. I don't even think it comes close. Wins you games single-handedly. He is a freak. He is a superhuman. And Lunin, I thought he has done well. He's done okay since being the backup. And he's not a bad keeper, but it's hard to fill Courtois' shoes. Yes, he made that mistake yesterday with the corner. As he just got bumped off. He's just not strong enough. But I actually like Lunin. And he's actually a decent backup keeper for Madrid. So I'm happy with Lunin. I'll start with right back. Carvajal, you've been injured. It's hard this season for you. You've been great for us for many years. You've shown your true colours this year, though. You are a bit of a rat. But I do love you still because of you die for the badge and what you've done for this club. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Man, what a player. I did not expect him to be this good. I was hoping that he would be somewhat of when he first broke into the Liverpool team, where he's just he was hungry. He was attacking the ball. He was defending like a dog, and he is doing that. And I'm like, wow, what a player. Like, you can see why he is so highly regarded. And all the fans who think he's at fault for so many goals is just so frustrating, bro. He has been phenomenal for us, and there's so many casuals in our fan base that just watch the games or don't watch the games, and then comment or have an opinion about it. And it's just like you don't actually watch it or fully understand what he brings to the team. And it's bizarre because yesterday was incredible because he defended without Fetty dropping in too much for him. Like, Fetty would help him as a right back, and he was awesome. Like, he was so good. And Brahim was there yesterday, but Brahim he was not very good at dropping back. And Trent held his own against Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz has played average in both the legs. He just scored some important goals. So still see some glimpses of when he was at Liverpool. He's just like a bit frustrating to watch. And he scores sometimes. That was pretty much it. Centre-backs. Now, we have a weird centre-back. We have a weird centre-back thing. I actually like them all, bar Asensio and Saddam Hussein being together in the same game. That's terrorist ball. It's disgusting. They're always going to make a mistake. So yeah, Rudiger's getting old. He needs to. He played well, but he's getting old. He needs to go. And Alaba's the third highest paid player. He hasn't done anything in the past 2 to 3 years. He needs to go. We need the money for him, so he needs to go ASAP. We need to bring some people in. I actually don't care. I trust Papa to do that. Maybe the man from North London, the Frenchman. You know who I'm talking about. And Schlotterbeck would be a good option. Either those two. The pool we have, we can get them. That is a good thing about this club, but we'll see what happens. Left back. Carreras had a good season. Near the end, he was pretty average. It's weird though. He can hold his own against Yamal, but Elise just turned him inside out. And then some people hold Yamal higher than Elise. So I don't know if there was a mental game or something, but yeah, he's been good and he's great at going forward. And I actually like him. He'll grow into a good player. Ferland Mendy's is like the Tony Allen for us, or like just just your defensive stopper, bro. And he's great. He plays 2 games and gets injured. Like that's it. It's pretty sad to watch. But I'd like to keep Mendy. Fran Garcia, I had high hopes for him. He can honestly go, but he's okay. Centre mids, I mean, Fetty's been probably our player of the season, I'd say. Him or... Yeah, I'd actually probably say him, just in terms of consistency. Jude's come back, and he was incredible yesterday. And I just want to say, to all the fans that said Jude Bellingham is bad and he shouldn't play for Madrid, you should not support the club. Because you don't watch the games. It's like a Trent situation. Maybe you hate the English. No. Like, Jude is incredible. As a centre mid, he has got the highest expectations of a footballer in the world. Because of that first season at Madrid when he got like 20 plus goals and 10 plus assists or something ridiculous. And then everybody knows him to be as a box-to-box or, progressive 8, but can also come back. And his expectations are through the roof. He's expected to do everything. And in my opinion, his best position is an 8. And he was phenomenal yesterday. We do not need to get rid of him. He is the next generation. And he is a special player. And England fans who think that he doesn't walk into your starting 11, think again. That guy is a beast. And if anyone's going to lead you to an international title, it'll be him. And maybe Harry Kane. Who knows? Who else? Camavinga. That dude's had a regression this season. He's been painfully average, and yesterday was just ridiculous. Bit of an interesting change to take off Brahim Diaz and to put on Camavinga from Arbeloa, but hey, I'm not the coach. I can't, if he thinks that's what's best, whatever. He's a professional, whatever. But Camavinga, you haven't moved. You've kind of stagnated, and it's heartbreaking because you're actually a phenomenal player. But you also play like you don't understand the weight of the badge at times, and you used to not. And your French teammate, Tchouaméni, the exact same. Everybody has been praising him. And don't get me wrong, he's been good this season, but he has been at fault for so many crucial goals, it is not even funny. As the CDM, he is way too nonchalant. Doesn't come to the ball enough. Doesn't jog heaps. Like, he's great on the ball. He looks so calm and composed. His tracking is horrendous for a CDM. Like, your role is to track what the 2 centre-backs are trying to occupy or focus on, or if there's an overload. And we get overloaded sometimes, especially against low blocks, because we struggle against them, and then our defence gets stuffed up, and he's just jogging back. It's horrendous. So frustrating. So frustrating. Those 2 French boys don't understand the weight of the badge. But it's frustrating even more because I know they can do it because they've shown it. So I don't know what's happened. Brahim Diaz, you used to be good. Now you're just whack, bro. You've been poor. You have been poor this season, so you can go. Ever since you decided to play for Morocco instead of Spain, you've been whack. So you can go, mate. I don't really care. Rodrigo, you've torn your ACL, mate. That's just tough. You had an okay season. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Thiago Patak, Engulaire. I'll talk about Thiago, our academy boy. Again, fans are dogging him. Yes, he's a bit raw. Yes, he's not amazing on the ball and sometimes he gets pushed off. He covers so much ground for our midfielders who don't do that work and who don't track back. And for our forwards who don't press, he covers their ass. And the reason we had that good bit of success just before, like Girona and Mallorca when we lost them, he was a part of it because of how much he would run. It's usually Fetty doing it, but he had Thiago there, and Thiago would run like a dog, covering all those spaces, covering all the zones. He is great, and I hope he stays, and I hope he continues to develop. And I like that Arbeloa is trusting the academy boys. It's about time, bro, because it's low-key a bit embarrassing, bro, that we just have to buy all these players. I want to see some academy grown talents. Arda Güler. Now, I really rate Arda, and he's actually had a pretty good season. There's actually not too much to say about him. Obviously, he needs a bit more time to develop, but he's very promising, and he's gotten a lot of stick from the Madrid media, and he's come out on top. So I actually respect that. He's got hard skin, good player. I don't really have much to say about him. I saw yesterday, I don't know if this is true, but it's saying in the media that Florentino, Papa Perez, told him to leave the changing room because he doesn't want to witness what he's about to say to the players. Only him. Only him. And I was like, that can't be right. Like, yes, he was great yesterday. And I get it, he scored two of the goals. But surely not just him, bro. Anyway, I don't know how true that is, with the media. So yeah, but Güler, fantastic. I want to keep him. Now our front three, whatever you want to call it. Gonzalo Garcia, you're a bit raw. I really, really like you because I want you to start for Spain. You're perfect for what we need for Spain. Out and out striker, and you're just a hustler and a dog. But it's hard to fit you into the Vinny and Mbappe situation. I hope you stay, but I understand if you get loaned and come back. Yeah. Reminds me a bit of Raul. Hopefully he stays. Mastantuono. What a waste of 70 mil, bro. I just didn't understand the signing in the first place. There was better players in the market, and we signed a relatively unknown kid. And yes, he's had some injuries and stuff, but he's skillful and stuff, but he just doesn't do... just his decision-making can be very poor. He's not very confident. I mean, I could be wrong, it's early days, but yeah, he's got a lot to show. Now, the two big players, Mbappe and Vinny. I'll talk about Mbappe first. I think it's unfair he gets called the dictator because I feel like the other one is the dictator. Mbappe's been phenomenal this season. If we didn't have him, we wouldn't have been deep in the Champions League. We wouldn't have been even close to La Liga because he scored so many goals at the start. That dude is a beast. Now, he's not perfect. His pressing is poor. He walks. He does have an ego. However, he makes up for it in other spaces. Yesterday, he did not show that. And if I get to see in both the legs against Bayern, he didn't show that. And I was like, okay, I want that Mbappe. Because if that's the Mbappe, that's arguably the best player in the world. Probably is the best player in the world because he's just electrifying. He scored so many goals this year and he's been absolutely phenomenal. He's had a finishing issue this month. I don't know what has been going on. He needs to practice more, like what Ronaldo did. That's his idol. He's still got a lot to get. He needs a Champions League. He needs a Ballon d'Or. He probably needs another World Cup to solidify his status. He's at the best club for him to do this. For him. But there is no way we should sell him. Anybody who thinks we should sell him needs to get out. Vinicius. This man, I think I can't support him anymore. I hate loving him and I hate supporting him. You have the worst sportsmanship I have ever seen. Somehow you have immatured in these past 2 years. Somehow. I don't know how you've done it. But you've actually gotten worse. You cannot tell your teammates to shut up. What do you want? What do you want? Shut up. He did that to Jude yesterday. You cannot tell him to shut up. What is wrong with you? You are not bigger than the club. I don't care what you've done for us. You've given me some amazing moments. You've got me off my seat. You've won us things single-handedly. However, you are the dictator of this team. Not Mbappe, not anyone, not Jude. You are. You single-handedly got rid of a coach because wrongfully, he did sub you off. I understand. You don't need to react like that. You are seen as a senior player. You're like third on the captaincy list. Like, if Danny's not the captain, then it's Fetty, and then it's you, and you're acting like that. That is not how a captain should even act like. And the fact is, bro, you're yelling at people for doing things you're not even doing yourself. You're not working hard. Your finishing has been atrocious. It's so hard to watch. And I've defended your play style, and I've defended your, you being racially abused. I fully agree with that. I've never agreed with your behavior. And this season has been absolutely shocking. I don't know what's in store for you at Madrid. You've lost the fans a lot. You've definitely lost me, especially after yesterday, when you're the one complaining to the referee, abusing him, after you pretty much cost us the tie. You missed so many chances, it was not even funny. The Man City game, so many chances. Girona, Mallorca, so many chances. You've been horrible. And you have the balls, the audacity to do what you do on the pitch. It's just baffling. It is just baffling. And it's frustrating because you're just a bit of a cheese, bro. Like, it's just, you're never going to see this, but I actually hope you do. You need to sort it out. Your sportsmanship is atrocious. Atrocious. Like, just foul. You need to turn it around. I don't know what's in store for you. You could either get sold. That might be good for you. If you stay, holy crap, you need to change the way you are on the pitch. It is horrendous. Horrendous how you hold yourself. And I've never accepted his behavior, but I've always defended him as a player. And him getting racially abused, not on. That will never stand for that. That's no. But you acting like a baby, like a literal 5-year-old, literally acting like your shoe size, bro. Not on, man. Like, you need to check yourself. You are the dictator of this club. You need to get back in your lane, mate. So yeah, that was a long time coming with Vinny, and yesterday was the final straw. So what I hope to see, I want a new centre back. Get rid of Alaba. Raul Asensio, he can stay as a rotational one. Huijsen, big step up next year. So we need a new centre back. We need a metronome midfielder. So that's like a Toni Kroos, a tempo controller. Stiller would be good from Stuttgart. I've watched him. He's actually pretty decent. Rodri, he's a bit old. And it's pretty controversial if he comes because he's a Atletico Madrid player and all the Vinny stuff. He would be great though, instead of Tchouaméni. I don't know any other. Well, I mean, like, obviously Pedri's one, never going to happen. Vitinha's one, I don't think PSG are going to let go of him. But a tempo controller is something that we miss. Someone to sit in the pockets and help us hold the ball, because we've got such transitional midfielders that they're actually good with progressing the ball at their feet. Camavinga's a very similar profile to Jude and Fetty. They're all athletic dogs who can carry the ball and tackle really well. Tchouaméni's a little bit different. Tchouaméni's actually similar, right? But he just sits back deeper. But those profilings, they're too similar. We need to change that. We need a tempo controller. We need to change. So even if that sells Camavinga, Ceballos, he's perfect for it. We actually play well with Ceballos. The problem is Ceballos. He's pretty crap. So we actually need to get rid of him. Yeah, and then our forwards. Like, Mbappe and Vinny cannot coexist. Vinny, by the way, Vinny only passes to Mbappe. He never plays that overlapping one. He never plays that midfielder who's dragging to his right shoulder. And he used to do that. It's because of his ego. So he needs to change that. We need an out-and-out 9. And we need a new right winger. I don't know what's going to... The attack is a really tough one. We're going to have to see what Perez does. He is ruthless, which is what I like. But if he keeps Vinny, they're going to have to sign someone to help Mbappe and Vinny coexist. I can still go on, but this has been 25 minutes long, so you guys probably don't want to hear me rave for like 25 minutes. But yeah. Also, I love Arbeloa. I think he's great. And I don't like how he says it's his fault every single game when we lose. It's not your fault all the time. You actually set up well. I understand he has to say that, but he just needs to get some balls a little bit. He's also been whipped by the players. Who I would love to see is Jurgen Klopp. That's my dream signing. I know he can control the egos, and I know he'll get the best out of everybody because he's a relationships manager, a player manager, and he's also a very good tactician because the way he sets up his team is very hard to counter. And it's very dependent on the players. And we have the best players for it. So I hope we can sign him. I just don't think he will. That would be a dream signing though. So that's what I hope to see. I'm happy with Arbeloa, but if we sack Arbeloa, the only one I'd go for is Klopp. Papa Perez, do your thing. Change the team up. Clean up the mess you've made of signing all these profiles that are too similar and don't work. You need to clean that up. Also, change your hierarchy. You're too focused on money, mate. I know you love the club, but you're too focused on money. So you need to change that. Well, now that the league's done, that season's done, I won't comment on Madrid until next season. So, yeah. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.